Okay. Well, once the game kicks over here and actually shows. Don't know why it's taking so long right now. There we go. Hey, everybody. We're currently flying solo right now. Just me for the time being. Some people might join up, but you know. Shrug. On time. Hey. Hello. Hello, everybody. Punch Drunk playlist. Right. Here, let me actually do that right now while we're, doing a little bit of an intro. So that way I can finally have it good to go. Fuck, how the hell do I make a playlist again? I don't even remember how to do this shit. You know what? I got an idea. Punch Drunk. Hello? Hello? Okay, I was not expecting that. Let's see here. First video of Punch Drunk was June 10th, 2024. Wow, it's been over a year since we had started reading it, huh? That's kind of crazy. Alright, new playlist. Punch Drunk Gator. And default video order. Date published oldest. So the oldest should be first there, I think, is what that means. Maybe? I'll have to see. Alright, so that one gets added. And then can I add all of these? Yes. I just gotta check all these at the same time. Add the playlist, Punch Drunk Gator, save. Alright, now let's check if these are in the right order. Punch Drunk Gator. Videos. Yeah, they look to be in the right order. Okay. Now let's just go to my channel and check. Let's see, playlists. Punch Drunk Gator. Do not play my shit. Alright. Yeah, we're all good there now. Are the rest of these in the right order? Yeah, they look to be. I think they are. Fuck my life, None in the Chamber's 26 fucking videos. Good God. I don't even know if I added all of them. Did I get all of them? Where are the end of the year bounties on this? Hold up a second. Need to... I think what I did is I, like, had it... Yeah, I think I know what happened with that. Okay. Videos. I need to take these two off of that playlist. Save, no playlist. Save. Okay. And take this off the playlist as well. Okay, cool. We're good now. I think we're good at least. Alright. The fuck was that? Alright. Playlist should be put together now. It's your first time playing this? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, second part of the first playthrough. Now I can finally rest knowing you can listen to 20 plus hours of Dorian Tale without interruption. Truly. 26 videos of delightful treats. And they still want me to read all the bonus chapters. Alright. Oh, with that out of the way, we can go ahead and roll into this. Oh. Hello, Morwen.
Hello. I wanted to finish up what I was doing on Terraria.
I gotcha. I was putting together the fucking Dorian Tale playthrough, or playlist, so I haven't even started just yet. That way I finally have that off of my plate of things I needed to do. Chamber Supercut Arc 1 when? I did promise that, didn't I? I need to hit up Vise and Kev for some art for those probably. While I work on that in the meantime. Never seen someone like continue the game, so I haven't seen the other screens before. Really? Yeah. Like I said, I wanted to get one more session of this in just so that way we can get like a full playthrough, quote unquote, I think. At least according to Blue last time, there should be like 3 more hours. One of those people who want you to read said chapters, but I shall wait. Hopefully you won't have to wait super long. Fucking, what was it? Receiver actually had messaged me recently asking if, I could, maybe read some of, which one was it? I Want to Kiss That Snoot. I was like, yeah, I can get to it at some point. Oh, right, yeah, I could do it. If you have an idea
Your own copium.
of the Nun in the Chamber arcs, I could get to work on something special for them. I gotta look at them again and kind of have an idea of like what the breakpoints would be for them, but that can be saved for like off stream. More than 3 hours. Do you know if Blue played the pristine cut? No idea. I'd ask him, but I don't know where he is right now. But if there's more than 3 hours, maybe we'll have to have a third session at some point. I don't fucking know. I think the best way to figure out is just, you know, send it.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, so thanks, 988.
And at the end of that path
You're a bozo now.
is a cabin.
Alright,
And
so
in the basement,
we already done this shit. Is there any new dialogue here? Right now we have a princess who looks at notes. Slay? Yeah, we're gonna be slaying the fucking princess in certain ways. Let's just go ahead and go. We're gonna just enter the basement. No knife. Because we always see how this plays out
the door to
first.
the basement creaks open.
We'll just continue down. Think you can get me out of these chains? See what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Go
Okay.
this way. So it's a lot of the same right now. So now, if I were to save the princess, I think that gives us the same decisions we'd have been making before. That being, we have the chance to resist, but we can't.
It'll probably be grayed out again.
Right, it'll be grayed out again, and we would have to just go with the slay option. So this will net us something else. Now, that said, how about we try something a little different here? Let's, so this is where we left off last time, so we're going to load from here, and we're going to start choosing some of the options that, because we're going to be trying to fish for, like, other voices, right? So, what if we go with Sweet Always Wanted Off of Monarch?
Spirit. You make your way up the
We're just going to be a
short path of the
blithering
cabin.
idiot. Proceeding to the cabin. We're going to take the blade. Enter the basement. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
You weren't kidding you when you said you're here to kill me. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your...
And we've been here
Poor
before.
thing.
So then we can say I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine, then I guess we're at an
I
impasse.
guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you
Goodness sake,
really
the two of you
sure?
can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Okay.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
My fucking
It
face.
feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Owie.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade
Wait,
slashes through the air
wait,
again,
ah,
and your
fuck!
fists connect
I'm
with your
getting my
body as
ass
many
beat!
times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
I give up!
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you.
Can we talk now?
This is the end, isn't it?
Talk, please.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot
Don't
on your chest
curb stomp
and
me!
pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat.
No, wait.
She leans into it with
No,
the kind
wait.
of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
That's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
I could still be here. You don't have to crack my
Everything
neck.
goes dark,
Okay.
and you die.
That's a broken neck. That's a dead man.
You're on a
Hell,
path,
I'd go
your
as far as
ass
to say that was an
beat and
ooey.
suffocated.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Man, when in there a fucking princess in that goddamn cabin? I'm tired of this fucking cabin, man. I got my ass beat. I'm not posting that shit.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice.
Pause.
You haven't even met the
Sekiro.
princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Ooh, interesting.
That's
What does
new.
it matter what he knows?
Oh, here we go. Voice of the
There's nothing
broken.
we can do to stop her.
I was like,
She's just
we
going
don't
to
have
kill us
another
again.
voice.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Princess got hands. She tiger dropped my ass. Tiger drop negates all damage, man. How do I beat that? Let's assume I'm telling the
Those are two
truth.
very different. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Yeah, maybe she broke your bones. I'm built different, though.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, if it's the latter, what do you think the people there lived happily? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother?
I'm just skipping through some of the dialogue that we've seen on other runs, but because we're on this one, it technically counts as new
It's
dialogue.
all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Let's talk about
Just
this
be quick
princess. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Quote you from
Very
last time.
easily.
She's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine. Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Voice of the broken? No. Voice of the bottom? Yes.
Can we tone down the
After that
pessimism
fucking
just a
line, yeah.
smidge?
Yeah.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
What, do you want to kiss her feet next, you fucking
Being
freak?
annoying.
Real.
Fucking nihilist.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Who locked the
People
basement?
locked her in that basement.
If people locked her in, why didn't they slay her?
I'm not Oh, of course. Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again. I've told you
Being
the less you know about.
cagey. Okay.
Great.
Alright, we're gonna proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
This dude is so beat to death. Holy shit.
She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still
I'm
has
gonna
a
go
shred
turn
of
my
sense.
water.
Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Proceed
If
into the
that's what you
cabin.
want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Boo-hoo. Bro, this voice is bringing me down, dog.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture
I like how
is
small
a
we are.
massive
We've, like,
marble
shrunk.
altar with a pristine blade
This is how anybody who's under
perched on
6
its
foot
edge.
feels.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
How am I supposed to get the knife? It's all the way up there, and I'm all the way down here. And I can't get the knife. It's too big for my little hands. I can't hold it right.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Hey, what about that mirror on the wall, though?
That's because there isn't. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there,
Why
we'd
not,
just see
sweetie?
something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror,
Markiplier
so no one needs
POV.
to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
This guy is so fucking depressing. Holy shit. I don't care whether I'm being lied to, there's a mirror.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so...
Whole cabin's different
Maybe
than
that's
last time.
because you haven't actually been here.
We gotta approach the mirror, dog.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny.
Clean the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand, and we should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Man, whatever. Alright, we gotta get the blade, guys. Actually, we could save here.
I'm back and I have water.
We're babies now.
We are children now?
Yeah, I mean, take a look.
Lovely.
This room's so big. Look, they even have the knife up there, and we gotta use a ladder to get to it.
Oh my god.
I'm getting the knife.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
We're rich! Mushroom, we're rich!
Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, but like a castle's just a stone basement that you raised above the ground.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
I don't like witnessing people.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Sorry, just checking something real quick. Alright, down the stairs we go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Man, you got a bit big for your freaking britches, didn't you? Jesus.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
No.
As if on command, the blade slips
Fuck.
from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us.
Puts hands on shoulders. My man, you need to lock in right now.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Don't. No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Ow! That's not kneeling. That's you pushing me to the floor, jackass.
That's my good little bird.
Oh, you're just one step away from calling me
Why don't
kitten.
we
I don't
talk?
like this.
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
You're really freaking pissing me off.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm gonna piss you off as much as I can.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
Maybe.
You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
No.
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
Dog, shut the fuck up right now.
No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up
No,
the
because she's just gonna make us stab
As
ourselves.
your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but then manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
What are these strings? No, don't want to do it. If I sit here forever, then I win. Haha, fool. Didn't expect
There's
that one.
nothing, it's fine.
I got all day, lady. I ain't got nowhere to be. I can go play Minecraft right now and then just leave you here, so, you know. It's okay, Humo. The Seppuku Ash of War gives you your weapon 50 bleed. Yeah, she looks like she's got a lot of health. I think we're gonna have to bleed stack here, boys. Does anybody got Rot too? Exaltation of Rot as well? We can maybe stack our attack power and really do some big damage here. We need Grug with his big double colossal greatswords to stagger. What would you do if, like, fucking like next week when Night Rain has its next sovereign version of a boss, and it's just the princess here, and she's just like, kneel, and you can't move anymore.
Yeah.
She's in your brain. Quick, think about fat furry Fudas. It should stun her. It might give her ideas. I don't think we do that. I feel like she's already 2 steps away from grabbing the strap as is. Alright, I guess we gotta fucking pick up the fucking stupid ass little dumbass tiddlywink knife.
Knife.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
I'm gonna kneel here forever.
You can feel a creaking tension between body
So I
and
might
will
run this one
as you
back,
slowly
to
rise
be honest, because I
your
want to see if we can maybe
feet
get the
like two
skeptic while we
foes
do this,
forced into an
potentially.
unhappy truce.
That'd be
The
interesting.
princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
And you're blinded by it.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
You're not standing. You're floating, lady. End this.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Don't you fucking do it.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Stay, princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. plunge that knife into your lungs.
I don't want to.
I'm sorry.
Don't you fucking dare, dude.
Don't.
Oh,
As
you
take another
prick.
Step forward,
All right,
the
we don't need
blade
both of
digs
them.
into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice.
That's a collapsed lung.
Blood fills your lungs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
My knife is bloody on the fucking thing now. I
Those
don't
are
like
just
it.
words you don't have to listen to.
Dog, I've clocked this before and it's really freaking annoying.
That's what she wants.
Who cares?
Heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
Owie, owie,
What
owie.
a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy
If I even
God.
cut you once, I win. You realize that, right?
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Slay the princess!
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
Oh, this sucks so
You
bad.
know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Brother, you literally are stabbing us!
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her
Spit
face
her!
rose to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps. Or a pet.
I am not becoming your Discord kitten! Swing the knife now!
Isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Slay the princess! Ugh.
Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your
I win!
freedom
I
rushes
win!
through you,
I got a
and you
cut!
channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
It doesn't matter if I'm dead now, I already cut you. I made a point.
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Attack on Titan.
But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
We can do this, can't we?
I don't think we can, guys.
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Fuck that.
Shut up.
Give him a squeeze.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling
Owie.
pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest.
I think I'm about to explode.
Your body is crushed
Yeah.
as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
Your monsters and conspiracies alike are unbearable.
That's the sound of me trying to talk, by the way, with all the blood in my lungs.
The princess has been
And my
nothing but
absolutely
cruelty.
obliterated
You
chest.
should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty. Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
She collapses to the floor.
Achievement!
Her glassy eyes
God
watch
killer!
unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear as the two of you perish together.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something,
I guess so.
I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Fury. Uh-oh.
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 You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
That's what I'm saying, dog. Oh, shut up, you pussy!
I think he's upset. And what's
You
he got to be
think?
upset about? We just killed a god.
Yeah!
We have a second voice!
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was. And ever
Oh
will
god, he's
be.
even worse of a simp.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
True.
Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Yeah, we're in the flesh forest.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, then what happens? Also, the music's pretty good. No matter what happens
I am
next,
jamming.
it seems like our answers are at the cabin. Might as well see this through. Silently proceed to the cabin. I'm done with this. Bye.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say in things.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
Fuck you!
We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever gonna change.
True.
The second he
Except when
tries
it does.
something, I'll put a stop to it.
Yeah, Stubborn's gonna like grab Broken by the fucking neck and start ringing him anytime he tries to do something. What happens with this point of no return?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
No matter what happens next, let's get to the cabin.
Good. We're all on the same page.
Ew, it's squelchy.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
Stubborn be like, you're not welcome here
That's
anymore,
it?
Broken.
No
Pay rent or
final words
leave.
of advice?
We're almost there. We're gonna get our totally real Rosa wife. Alright.
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any
grit my
advice I
teeth.
give at this point is something you've already heard.
Squatter's right, says the voice of the
If
Broken.
there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's that mirror again. This time it's
A
blocking
mirror?
the door.
There is no mirror. We've done this already. Try to keep up. The repetition is maddening. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Approach the... Actually, hold up. Let's save. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it! Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence.
This is like that
The metallic scent
that
of
one
fresh
game that
blood
released where it was like
twisting
a
the
bunch of just
nauseating
flesh shit.
embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably.
I'm trying to
doing
remember
her a
what the name
favor.
is, but I can't remember it off the top of my
Her
head.
voice, a bellowing rage,
I'm
roars
trying to
up the
remember too.
stairs.
Can you re-say it again? Like my brain heard it, but it didn't fully process it.
Carlos got it. Scorn. Scorn, but with more gameplay.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat. See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination, and we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it.
Actually,
so
we don't. We
let's
left the
get a
knife.
move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
You open the door. A large, bald man with sunglasses and a camera stands over the princess's body. He turns to you, smiles, and says, "You want to see my masterpiece?"
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Stubborn has the power of two of the most powerful things in the universe. Your hands.
Do
Real.
you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us. We don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Stubborn's kind of cool. Let her end you. Fight back. What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. Wait, don't do this! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's try to buy ourselves some time real quick.
No. I don't care about your words. I care about getting my pound of flesh.
You already got your pound of flesh, bitch. You got it first. I got my pound of flesh after. Fuck you.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
We're not out for the count just yet. But we didn't even bring a weapon.
Yes, because we knew it was over.
No weapon this time? It's almost as if you were planning on dying here. As if I'd grant you such a mercy. No, we're going to make this last forever.
Leap up.
Let's how deep we need to dig to find the defiant little spark of your soul. This will hurt you.
Something infiltrates you. Though you do not see it, you feel it, slithering into your disaster of a body, seeping into the gaps between your molecules. The body of a sapient creature has, on average, 30 trillion cells, and each one of those cells is composed of 100 trillion some odd atoms.
Why are you giving me this lesson?
One of those cells is peeled from the others. 100 trillion atoms are gone.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Yes? I think. Then 2 are peeled away. Then 4. This is nothing. Nothing! 8. 16. 32. 64.
Whatever is happening to us, it's happening faster.
128. 256. 512.
Yo, this shit exponential.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
1024. 2048. 4096. 8192.
The narrator making shit up.
I feel small. Smaller than before.
16,384. 32,768. 65,536. You can't just count us into oblivion. 131.
I think that's exactly what he's doing, Stubborn.
262,144. 524,288. What happens when it gets higher? Like, really higher? Nothing. Just like nothing's happening now.
But something is happening now. Something in us is liquefying. Something that started small but that keeps getting bigger.
1,048,000. The hundreds don't matter anymore.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
2,096,000. 4,001,000.
Skip.
I don't like this.
Waiting for something to happen. But it's taking so long.
16,768,000. 33,536,000. 67,072,000. Your eyes are useless. 134 million. The thousands don't matter anymore. Your
Stubborn
blood
says
begins to
nothing
go
ever
places
happens.
it shouldn't.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
There's the pain. I can feel it now. But we can handle this. We can't let her win.
We can't handle anything. We're at her mercy.
268 million. We don't need to count anymore. Your lungs fill with liquid. You smell things you shouldn't. You choke on pieces of what used to be you. Doesn't matter, because we're still alive.
Real.
You are deconstructed. You are reconstructed. A square you, a round you, a you with too many legs, a you with many mouths which won't stop screaming. Then all of it pressed into a ball, tightly packed into the size of a fist. What does you even mean anymore? We just keep changing into horrible things we can't control. Make it stop, please. Make it stop.
Stubborn, chime in.
Please make it stop. You means we exist.
Yeah!
There has to still be a way for us to win. Otherwise this would be pointless, and all this torture would be for nothing.
You're right about one thing. It is torture. But it isn't pointless. The whole point is that it's torture.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Yes. The ball is unraveled into the shape of a body. The skin peels off in a corkscrew. The eyes are plucked. The organs arranged in the air in a neat row.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
No.
Yes. You are stretched into a line 12 feet long, then 24, then 48. The line gets thinner as you get longer. A mile. 2. 4. 8.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Yes.
16. 32. 64.
No.
No! Run it back!
And then, all at once, there is a great rewinding, and all of the disparate threads that once were you fall dutifully back into place. You are whole again, and in your body, the same body you arrived in. The princess stands before you, her dress of skin
I'm
more
still
tragic
Mito.
than before, her face sullen.
It's all hollow. I ripped you to pieces. I broke your will, but it means nothing. I am forever a piece unfinished, a song with no refrain.
There's nothing for you to say.
We're so different. How could I ever hope for you to understand me?
She stands, arms outstretched, neck craned, gaze transfixed on something unseen above you both.
But perhaps there is a way to grant you understanding. Perhaps there is a way to make myself whole once more.
You are unwound again.
Are we about to become one?
But it's different this time. Nothing slithers into your cells. You can feel something changing inside of you. But you see her changing too. Threads, strands of you, becoming pieces of something new. Something that's both you and her. Oh no, absolutely not. You have to stop this. Do you hear me? You have to stop this, or the entire world ends.
So are you looking to get monetized? Fortunately, I already am, but YouTube doesn't really like paying me. So there's nothing left to stop anything. Your consciousness drifts towards hers.
Yes. Yes. See me as I have had to see you.
You do. You see a towering heart, wounded and alone. One that is familiar to you, if distant.
No, this isn't right. I feel cold.
The tethers that started to form between you have snapped. Your union's been halted. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Silence as you approach. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything's real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
There's trees and stars, and I think there are people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Had the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. So I guess he does. And when I find him, you and I are going to finally have the... You and I are finally going to have answers. When I find him, I'm going to kill him, but you're going to keep that to yourself. We're going to get some answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
Oh, wait.
wait with you.
Don't close the fucking game! There's no waiting forever. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Alright. Death once again. Bring the rewound
You're on a
part
path in the
of the
woods,
fury.
and at the end of that path is a cat.
Okay. Let's
Don't
do all these.
while. Then I guess we'll.
Proceed into the cabin. Let's see here. What path do we want to do? I mean, we could take the blade down. See what we can do with that.
You take the blade from the table.
To the basement.
Hi! Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Save real quick. Tighten the
You
grip.
ignore the trembling in your hands.
You poor.
Stay the princess!
Doubt,
Fuck!
unfortunately.
Finish the job!
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for
Got
breath,
your ass beat again.
equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive. But excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle. And can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
I don't know if I got it fun, but it was
The princess
something.
gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things.
And we're dead.
Everything.
The adversary?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Deja vu.
Terrible sense. If he doesn't remember, you know I can hear you. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The
Stubborn!
only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. It hasn't. Those are two. Let's say if you're back here, we did our best, and yet you still died, didn't you?
That was a different
So
line there.
congratulations.
Oopsies.
You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question, had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits. Just
Talk
be
about
quick.
the princess. Killed
Like
each
I
other.
said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust.
Yeah.
She is just... Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
I like questions.
There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here.
Exactly.
Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Stubborn really be over here like, my blood boils for battle!
People locked her. Look. Oh. Yeah. I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why? I've told you. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch.
I didn't hear no bell.
Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Alright, that's all.
Right. Now, if you don't mind,
Proceed.
a warning. She will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in.
I hope we go in here and
It was
it's
to
like the
give you
fucking
some
entrance to a
broadly
cage
applicable
match.
Advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Proceed.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say nothing about the mirror.
That's because there's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care. I want to see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is...
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
That sounds like an issue for the world. They should not be dependent on my ass. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand, but it was there a second, and now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Enter the
The
basement.
blade this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Oh yeah, baby.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, you think?
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
But what if I wanted to just have a good fight and that's it?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Looks.
But no little knife this
Damn.
time, huh? No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Wonder why that is. So you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that? We're not scared. I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego. I agree. If we're going to fight her, we need a weapon.
The blade's upstairs. I'll be right back. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye! I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like, you know, being alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Okay.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, I like have to do something real quick.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes.
Fuck!
You cannot walk it again.
Fine, damn it. Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a knife felt unfair.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
Let's see. I'm actually here to free you, believe it or not.
Free her? You aren't.
Well, how are we supposed to have a fair fight if she's stuck to the wall?
Bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
Me? Anyone? Why wouldn't you want to be free?
Are you sure we want to look a gift horse in the mouth right now? If she doesn't want to leave, doesn't this whole situation just work out for everyone?
There's nothing out there for me. The only thing I care about is right here.
How do you know that?
All I want is to keep knowing what it feels like to kill you and be killed by you. I want to feel that knife split me open. I want to feel your bones snap beneath my fists.
I think I'll just let the princess speak for herself here. Leaving her in the basement isn't an answer. You have to make a choice.
And there's only one choice worth making. Fight her. Win.
I haven't decided on what I'm doing yet.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time. If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Actually, I'm just here to chat.
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
I don't care if you just want to talk or anything. Alright. Fine, let's step closer. And then get into a fist fight.
Take a cautious step towards the princess. Unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Big lady.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
If you all want to fight, to do this, if all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you don't want to end the world? So you're just fine locked away in here? You really don't want to be free? Let's go with this one. Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right. And it makes sense.
Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want, nobody has to die, and the world doesn't have to end?
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real. What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you. What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying. That is the only thing I'm interested in.
If all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you don't want to end the world?
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet. Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
So you're just fine being locked away here?
Here you go again, talking about my freedom.
The princess glances down at her chains.
If you're talking about these, they're nothing.
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength. And then they snap. It was only a matter of time, but she's loose.
Dear Lord. What do we do?
Oh, if only there was some sort of weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you might find one of those.
Just do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit.
Fair play.
But go ahead. Keep trying my patience.
What happened after you died?
I woke up. Didn't you?
I'm curious about this one. I want to make sure it doesn't end it after one. You don't have any wounds.
You don't either.
You're different.
I know. You already told me.
The basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Or we could just walk single file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
That's pathetic. I would never do that, and I hate that you even suggested it.
Oh my god. Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing. But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
Oh, I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive.
Hey,
I
Cooper.
want to fight.
Leave it at that. Let's see. Fine, if you want to fight, I'll give you a fight. I'll be right back. You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that reason is? We have to figure out why we're here.
We don't. Because I know why we're here. We're here to kill each other.
We're here to kill each other? It sounds like she doesn't care if she dies here. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
How boring. I'm not interested in watching you try and outwit her. I'm interested in overpowering her. We shouldn't need to use any dirty little tricks to win.
I don't mean why are we here existentially. I mean quite literally, why are you in this basement? Who sent me here to kill you? Why me? Why you? There are questions out there and we need to find them. Or there's answers, not questions. The questions are already here.
And then what? I'm still going to want to coat these walls in our blood. I know what I am. I don't need answers.
You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that reason is?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will, the fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Fine, if you want to fight, I'll give you a fight. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting, but you better not be wasting my time.
You make your way back up the stairs to the cabin above. The princess, surprisingly true to her word, lets you leave. The blade remains where you left it, on the wrought iron altar.
Great. Now pick it up and march back down there. I'm tired of us constantly moving in circles instead of fighting her like we're supposed to.
You know, we could just stay here. Who says we have to fight to the death?
I say that.
Staying up here doesn't solve anything. All it does is kick the can down the road. If you don't deal with her now, she will find a way out. Those doors are made of stone. She's strong, yeah, but is she smashed through stone strong?
Wouldn't it be exciting if she was?
Here's another idea. What if we just leave? Absolutely not. If you leave, she'll leave, and that'll be the end of everything as we know it.
Oh, I can't leave. I was gonna say, nah, I'm gone. Take the blade from the altar.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon, as I'm sure you're all too aware by now.
Return to the basement.
Blade in hand, you make your way back down the basement stairs. You find the princess waiting for you, just where you left her.
Notice how her breaking the chain makes the stubborn want the knife instead of fist fighting? Well, he wants to have a fight. He doesn't want to just get his head crushed immediately.
See? I knew we could trust her. I told you.
Let me slit my own throat real quick. It'd be really funny.
Glad to see you finally stopped having cold feet. I could barely wait. My skin is practically crawling with anticipation. Fight me. Now.
Well, no other options here. Attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Owie! She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Well, if I'm between a rock and a hard place, I think I'm gonna start stabbing the rock.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Push it through! Keep pushing!
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
What are you talking about?
Are you really going to make me explain it? Look at how evenly matched we are. Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
Don't you all get it? The fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight.
And look at us. We're both so much stronger than we were last time. Think about how much more we can become. Nothing is better than this.
She's right. Imagine how much further we can push each other. Imagine how strong we can be.
I warned you on the stairs, and I'll warn you again. Don't get caught up in emotion. Remember why you're here.
I hate using words. They're so clumsy.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
I think my skull exploded.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
Aren't you jumping the gun a little here? We each died once. That doesn't mean we're immortal.
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own 2 eyes? Fine. Go ahead. Stab me in the heart. See what happens.
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest. Is she really just going to let you slay her? Do it. Do it right now, before she changes her mind. Hold on. What if this is a trick? If she's leaving herself open like this, there's only one way we can strike at her. For all we know, she's 3 steps ahead of us.
3 steps ahead of us? Have you met her? This isn't a trick.
And how would you know that?
Because I wouldn't think to trick us, so why would she?
That's a great point, so please stop hesitating and end this now.
Cut it out, will you? I'm not gonna take a cheap win like that. Come on now.
The princess grins as her arms fall back to her sides.
Good. Enough talk. Let's fight.
Slay the princess.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Rise, ye tarnished!
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that.
To
You need
fight!
to settle down. The
Blood!
situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
And she clearly didn't pop all my organs, narrator.
Oh, we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Close to untethering? What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
You bitch!
You did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that. Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts.
You know, this music kind of reminds me of something like out of like Fear and Hunger. Like it's like a final boss.
What?
Princess can't die. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. You mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought that one. I'm not gonna say the princess can't die. I'm not even gonna think it. Lie, the princess can die. A lie by omission is still a lie. Yep.
But you did think it, didn't you? I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes. Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No. No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
It's time.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your
With
adversary!
unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is...
What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body
I
slumps.
feel so tired.
You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Alright, I want to check something real quick, because I'm curious. If we go back to this point,
If that's your plan,
and we
then
skip forward, keep pushing. What if we silently continue?
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
And then keep going. Slay the princess, because I want to get to
Wait.
this point here. Attack her again.
With an unbreak, free from hesitation, you close the distance. Both your blade both collapse to the ground.
And then...
Yes.
That was a good...
You and the princess, and then you... You're all still here.
Okay, still the same end goal. Got it. It's just the princess isn't unkillable goes without saying. Though, then that makes me curious if
that's your
we
plan,
do
then
this and then keep pushing, continue pushing, jumping the gun, and then slay the princess. Does this end in something different?
The princess remains unflinching as you run her down, her stoic expression once again curving into a knowing smile as the pristine blade buries deep into her heart.
Did she really just let us do that?
Apparently, yes.
See you soon.
And then she stumbles back into the wall, the blade still lodged firmly in her chest. She collapses to the ground. She's dead. It's over. It's finally over.
But it can't be over. She said she'd be back.
I know that the two of you had some sort of weird bond, but look on the bright side. Now we don't have to die. Isn't that nice?
No, it's not nice. I wanted to fight her forever. This is shit. It's not fair.
This is
Life
funny.
isn't fair, but what's done is done, and whether you like it or not, the entire world is in your debt for saving it from ruin. I'm sure in due time you'll learn to live with yourself.
Let's just get out of here.
Yes, that sounds like a splendid idea.
Watch her body for a little while longer.
Fine. You remain where you are and watch over the princess's corpse. She remains dead.
I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back.
She's not.
She is.
She's not coming back. She's dead. Your blade is embedded in her heart. You slew her. It's over. I don't know how many more times or how many different ways I need to express this objective reality before it finally makes its way through your dense skull.
How many different ways have you got left to express it? Because it'll take a hell of a lot more to convince me that she's not coming back.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Can the two of you stop arguing?
No!
I'm not the only one who just saw her eyes open.
What are you talking about? For the millionth time, she's...
Yes, I told you I'd be back.
alive. We're shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you all that we should believe in her. This is perfect.
And you waited for me. I knew I could count on you. I knew we were connected.
The princess staggers to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the
This is
blade
great.
buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation. Oh, we just. Well, I guess. You guess. I never said.
Alright, so that essentially rolls back into it. What if we leave after we kill her, though?
If that's your.
So we go through, we know what we need to do at this point, so just all that, this, slay the princess, then turn
Thank
and
you
leave.
for listening to reason. For a second there, I was concerned you'd bought into that stubborn one's madness.
Madness? I'm the only sane one here. I understand what we're supposed to be. The rest of you are in denial.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the base of the stairs. It's time for you to move on to a new, safer chapter of your life.
I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back.
She's not.
She is.
We're gonna hear, I'm back! From the
She's not.
top of these
How
stairs.
many different ways have you...
Oh, I've got Kanatsu.
No!
What was that?
You know what that was.
Yes. That's the sound of the entire world being shit out of luck.
Are you walking away from me? You didn't think this would work, did you? I can't believe you were just going to leave me here.
You turn around and see the prince.
You're not getting out of this that easy.
She pulls the weapon from her.
You know what?
But she came.
That's great. Alright. So we know the end game of that one is just, she came back.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
Let's hit him with this one this time. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Screw that. This can't be the end. It just can't.
Mirror time. You approach the mirror. Silent as you reach forward. They're gone once again, and the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you... You know what, let's just...
The
First
narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Alright, how many... Alright. Met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? Are you a part of me, or are you something else? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Are you something like me? Wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
It's Crow Mauler!
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
So is each piece of his consciousness just dying then?
Perhaps. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
5 more questions. And what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
In one of my lives you doubted yourself. You thought that all of this was wrong.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Did you even get to ask a question?
No, that one he just did on his own. God, I always knew I was special. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? You need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Well, I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you, Chief. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm not giving you a clear answer.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin for one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. I would doubt that one.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Well, this seems like it's pretty important. Missed you too. Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
So, what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
So many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Okay, let's see. Argue independence. Explore. Address this vessel's statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Projector 30. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. What does it mean to address this vessel's statement directly? Okay, so you do get to... It was unnecessary. We could have worked together to build something better.
But for us, that was better. For me, there was no better end. I lost myself in an artistry so profound that it lifted both of us into something greater. It is a person.
Hold up a sec. Because I'm curious what the humanity one would have ticked. I'm not going to do this for all these, this one in particular. Actually, okay, what was the other one? We didn't have to hurt each other. Yeah, I want to see what the humanity was.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. Is a person. Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
Explore this vessel's statement directly. I am not my body, but I feel my body suffer. I am not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore. But what am I if I'm not a body? Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. We don't have to hurt each other anymore. Reject our authority. You've done nothing but lecture me. Argue your independence. Since I'm kind of seeing how this sort of works now, I think I want to address each of these vessels individually. Which I went with this one last time, so that's the one I'll go with.
Is a person. A person is not a body.
I am not my body, but others, or perhaps others are theirs.
And yet bodies change and consciousness goes on. The infant's body is not the child's, is not the adult's, but the thread of existence remains strung through it all. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, we saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark? Or, in time, would they see it as a curse?
No way to tell.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us? There is no suffering but the lies we tell ourselves. The only real suffering would be a world without my mercy.
As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is a welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Let's see. Where's everyone
They're
else?
still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then
Yeah.
let's go.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Like that description now, if you don't mind. For old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he? I always thought they were implied. He never mentioned the mirror either, but that didn't mean he implied it was there. It's gone, though. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is it just the three of us? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
Funny. After everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Me too. He was a lot of fun. Really easy to mess with. Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he? No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
True enough.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. Sorry for what I did to you.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. A conversation with us then probably wouldn't have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
It's good to finally see you again.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah, we really are the same.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
But that's what you've always been. Even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are. And neither can we. So, you might as well embrace it.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you. It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about. I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us.
Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but there were also something new. We don't know if you'll find that answer satisfying. Perhaps you'd rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been shaped by the experiences of all of the others. Yes, that feels right to us.
I can get that.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
So now that we're at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it? We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides, I don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want? After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
Are you two gonna be okay alone?
We're not alone. We have each other. And I'm sure we'll find the others.
Leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. A comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. And at the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel their hand tremble in yours. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they still are. And they cross the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with them.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Are you ready?
It's hard to tell with so many voices talking at once, but we're more ready than we're not.
That was nice, I think. This is Jay
Liked
Kant.
it. I liked it.
Oh yeah. Very good. I think it's I think it's interesting how the first princess that you get probably colors the entirety of your first run. In the sense that I kind of got the stranger first. Like, I don't know how much different it is if you get like a different princess first, but getting the stranger first kind of feels like it sort of gives you that idea of like the entire reason you're playing this game is to get those experiences and collect like perspective. And so to end off with the stranger as the person that you're talking to last after attaining all those experiences and everything is a nice like way to kind of reflect, I suppose.
I feel like it also helps tie it as it is looping around and tying itself together as well.
Right. And I am
Which
kind
is
of
interesting.
I am kind of curious too about how many different ways it can go at the end there. Because obviously, like, you can pick up the knife, you could have that whole experience. I guess you could kill the princess down there. Or when you were up topside, maybe you could leave with her or kill her as well. But because, you know, you try to refute, you try to get to a different angle, the hero is able to bring you to that first princess. I picked up the knife at my first ending. The collective changes how the finale acts. I'll talk shop with my ending with you sometime. All right. I think it was really interesting to see, like, when you were talking with her. Yeah, the shifting mound is, I guess, what their title kind of was. It flashed back and gave you a chance to rebuttal every single princess that you had experienced up to that point. Killing the shifting mound is the secret ending. There are 3 different princesses you can get for this ending. Soft princess if you don't take the blade at the beginning. Standoffish princess if you do the opposite. And the stranger. Ooh. And I'm assuming you only get the stranger if you talk to them first. Is there a true ending, like 100%ing the game ending? That would be for somebody else to answer. My ass has no fucking clue.
No.
Okay, there you go. And now that you've finished the full
unlocked the
story,
gallery.
you've unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the Memories tab, and it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting.
It's kind of the, like, you picked up on it already, humor, but it's kind of the idea of just, like, there is no, like, definitive, like, this is what needs to happen.
Right. It's just, this is what happened as a result of your actions. It would be weird for this to have, like, a true ending.
Because it would defeat the purpose of what the game is trying to tell you.
Right. It was really sweet that we got the stranger last, though. After everything. You only get the stranger if you walk away at the very beginning. Well, thank God my contrarian ass somehow got us put on that path.
Remember, because that's why the walls were up.
Mm-hmm. And it was funny, too, because we got the hero and the contrarian, which were on that path, so they've just been chilling out with the stranger.
Yeah.
There's also the ending where the shifting mound just kills you. Yeah. I would say for a first playthrough, that was probably as good as I could have had it, if I'm completely honest.
We did Goofy, we did Sincere, we
had the I'm on stream, let me do that real quick ending. We had the I'm gonna be a little goofball and actually start to get suckered into the story because I'm like, oh, there's a lot at play. We had Humo being a fucking sad sap and crying. Then
to be fair, at that time, that part got like
everybody.
Basically the entire.
I gotta try to find that.
It got me. It got Iron. It got you.
And then we had fucking I'm gonna chain myself to the wall. Then we had the fucking god.
Gonna fucking.
Literally being
the
unwound.
Princess makes us kill ourselves, kind of things. Like, damn.
And
I'll
then
never forget the very first, like, quote unquote path that you took. Before you actually got to, like, a path that led to other ones was exactly how I thought it would play out. Where you were given objective, okay.
God, I really do wish I didn't know about the Stanley Parable and everything, because that would be an impeccable stream game.
That would be.
Fucking, yeah. And then we had Eternity
That's
Fight
one I
fucking
need to
right
play.
before the ending.
That's one I don't know too much about, but I still need to play.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it. If you don't know
Stanley-
much about
yeah.
Stanley Parable, it's absolutely worth playing.
It's definitely, it's like Outer Wilds where it's like play it, but I can't tell you like anything about it.
Yeah.
I know a lot about Outer Wilds. Sarge told me about it when he was playing it.
There's a few games that, like, obviously you should try to go into most games blind, but there's a few games where it is like the premium experience. Outer Wilds is definitely one. I'd say Subnautica is another one.
Yeah.
Subnautica is on my no-touch list, unfortunately.
But I guess with this, I get what you're saying whenever you say Subnautica. I guess it's just less so on the docket of like games that I don't try to describe, or that I don't try to describe, because like you can always just describe it like, hey, are you afraid of sea? Play game.
Yeah. Well, I feel like for Subnautica, it's more so for the gameplay aspects that you want to be blind, because that is kind of how the story unfolds, just you playing the game, right? Whereas with like Outer Wilds, the entire the gameplay is supplemental to like figuring out the story, you know?
Yeah.
And the story is what is extremely important.
That's why I consider like my probably top one is like I can't tell you a thing about this game because like
you just need to play
I promise you, if I tell you like even a gameplay mechanic,
I've robbed you.
I might kill something.
Fucking yeah, no. Outer Wilds is definitely another one of those games that made me fucking cry at the end. That shit hurt.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong, it hurt.
I think showed me the end of it, and yeah, it got me too.
I don't think I cried, but it definitely left like that 2-day mark. Yeah.
I think the point where I started to break was the campfire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense.
That was woof. I'm trying to think what are yeah, I know, like that is the easiest way I can say it. The campfire.
The campfire.
And
people who played, they know what we're talking about.
Exactly. People will know, and then people who don't know, if they do play, they'll be like, oh, this is what he means.
Oh God, I feel it. Spoilers for Gears of War 3, a game that came out in 2008.
Are you talking about the truck?
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna know something awesome, Ace?
What happened?
I got that spoiled.
What?
Yep. Do you wanna know why I got it spoiled?
You had spoiled for you?
I invited I spam invited my friend to a fucking Xbox Live party because I wanted to talk to them. They joined, dropped 2 words. You can probably guess what those 2 words are. And I went, and then I never played Gears of War 3.
That sucks.
That sucks real bad, doesn't it?
That sucks so bad.
Oh, such a fucking shit.
That sucks so bad.
Oh, you know what? Vice says Outer Wilds got me. Then the DLC was like a 1-2 punch to the gut. I haven't played the DLC, and I've intentionally have not seen anything related to it.
I also have not seen a thing.
So I would say that that's potentially something you could see on stream at one point. Man, I'm trying to think of like what are some other games that are like really good to have as like completely blind.
I think just like in general, most, at least within the nuance of visual novels that attempt to try, most of them are worth playing.
I think Deltarune and Undertale are definitely 2 of them. Those aren't visual novels, but you know, I'm just thinking like.
Oh yeah, just throwing shit out there for blind.
Right, because I got to play Undertale completely blind because I played it a month after release, before it like literally blew up to the size of everybody knows it.
Which I still like. I feel like I miss an era of the internet sometimes, because I hadn't played it and haven't heard like a single thing of it, besides like a few like characters. Like, oh yeah, like if you showed me like a few years back like a character or two, it's like, oh yeah, that's so and so. But like other than like characters, I knew nothing.
Right.
And then like I think maybe midway of last year, maybe a few months after like May, I was like, you know what, I might as well play it. And then I played it.
I forget, did I push you towards playing that?
I think I said somewhere, either in chat or in VC, that I hadn't ever played Undertale before, and I don't know like anything about it. And I think you popped in like the lurker that you were, and was like, you should do that.
and then you did it, and you're like, I hate you.
Yeah, I hate you.
And then I said, hey buddy, what about this one? And then slid Deltarune across the table.
Yeah, and then like I spent like the entirety of like one night grinding through chapter 1 and like midway through chapter 2.
You were like live updating me, I think, while you were doing it.
I was.
Katawa Shoujo is on that list for me. So, okay. It's definitely good blind, but it's like I feel like it takes a bit of a different what's the word here? I think it takes a bit of a different way for me in that I wouldn't tell somebody that they need to play the game blind. I would just say that they need to play the game, period, if they enjoy VNs. Because it is like just a very well-written VN for what
it's
it
kind
is.
of just, it's kind of like I said, is how just like for most like visual novels that attempt to try it, is just like the general pretense is that you just want to play it.
Exactly.
Because
I
like
have it downloaded and I need to play it still.
they're
as
visual
well.
novels for like a reason. Like, I'll be real. Besides like because I've played a few visual novels where there have not been like a single choice, and it was basically just like there may have been choices here and there.
More
but
of a
I've even played
railroaded
some
kind of
with-
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like it's kind of the thing about visual novels, that they're kind of coded to just be experiences, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They're not really like, they're not, most of them anyway, aren't like open-ended and to the point where like, I can't tell you anything otherwise so-and-so.
Right. Okay, I got another one.
Go ahead.
Walking Dead Season 1.
Oof.
Specifically Season 1.
Are we talking about the game?
Yep, the Telltale
Yep.
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I loved it.
100%.
I
have yet to meet a
feel
single
like-
person who did not cry at the end of the game.
I
got to
feel
be a
like
single person.
your like options actually matter, especially like, man, one of the first options that actually made me pause my game. I'm like, wait a second, this is actually fucking like legit, like matters, is when you were choosing the guy's son or him.
Mm.
Like, I was doing fine until I was at the farm and I had to make that choice.
That's
I
when everything goes
legitimately
tits up.
paused my game. I was 16 when I played this.
Dog, I was like 9.
You were a literal zygote.
I was actually just a child, dog.
Well, when did it come out? Because I
have
know
no
I
idea.
played
Well,
it.
it's time to look it up.
I'm doing that right now.
See, I think with the Walking Dead Season 1, it wasn't necessarily that the choices mattered, but it felt like they mattered, right? Even though like everything railroads, it still felt like whatever you did had a effect.
Not 2012. Yeah, I played it when I was 16.
2012. I was okay. Well, I know I didn't play it when I was fucking 6,
Yeah.
so I definitely played it a few years afterwards. But I was still maybe barely in my double digits when I played it.
I don't
Also, like,
think
quick-
I finished that game though, unfortunately.
Quick side tangent, right?
Mhm.
Also, 2 things. Fuck Bonnie and fuck Jane.
Yeah,
Quite possibly
real.
quite possibly 2 of the worst characters in media, period.
I still need to do Season 3 and 4, but yeah, no, for real.
Like, oh my god.
Oh, okay, wait, Ace, I need your opinion here. What's your opinion on Kenny?
Oh, yeah, no, fuck Bonnie.
Broken guy in unfortunate circumstances. I mean, like, look, I'm glad the opinion, like, at least from what I've seen in recent years, have shifted around to like, because I remember like back when these seasons came out, everybody was so fucking quick to demonize like Kenny as an individual.
Yeah.
But as of recent, I'm so glad I've seen a turnaround of like, dude, the guy just had it rough.
I liked Kenny.
You had a raw fucking deal.
Dude,
I
seriously,
liked Kenny.
I like, even as a kid, I was like, I see like, you know, Kenny doing all these like things that the game tries to picture as like fucked up or evil. I'm like, dog, he's been through like so much rough shit, and he's like old as fuck. This guy,
Of course the dude is gonna get pissed off that you don't save his fucking son.
like, dog, I think he wanted to die like midway through season 2.
Fucking. Did you guys watch that one video which was like, we don't talk about Kenny?
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I think I
just
saw it
seized.
in passing.
I just seized.
Let me. Do you want to send it to me? I I'll have
quite
to watch it
possibly
later.
the worst case of character assassination I have ever seen in my life.
I hate it when they do it to like
Dude.
characters who are like, man,
Oh,
fuck off.
I'll send you the video after stream.
Okay.
Dude,
But-
I remember watching that shit and I was just like actually scratching my head the whole time.
I think it sounds familiar. And I if I remember correctly, I probably didn't like it, but I don't fucking remember it.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I think we've had a little bit of conversation there. Fucking rounding it back around to Slay the Princess here. Really good game. Fucking, how much is it on Steam right now?
20?
20?
25, 20? I think so.
18 actually.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that I think it will take someone actually like being incredibly generous, like 6 months to maybe 100% this game.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Because,
from the looks of it, it looks like there's a lot of different
Oh, yeah.
routes and ways to go about it. Because
Now,
like, I
mind you,
was
the differences
seeing-
like are sometimes minuscule, but
But there are
differences
differences.
number- Right.
Right.
but it still adds to it. It's still adding to the story.
Right.
I mean, even if you don't like fucking go for 100%, like the game is extremely worth it just for a first playthrough. Let's see, memories. Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Oh my gosh.
It's quite a bit of shit here, huh? And we definitely did not see all of it. She isn't armed, or is she? But yeah, and so if I click here, like, and this is just in the same fucking thing.
Good ending.
So yeah, I don't think there's much else to say here. Tons of different content for if you really want it. My ass is not doing all this on stream. You guys got my first playthrough, alright? That's gonna be what you guys get, alright? I'll probably take a look at some of this shit off stream on my own time, but yeah, no, super worth it as a game. I would say it's even more worth it now, given that apparently the happily ever after ending was part of Pristine Cut, and I think that was probably one of the strongest points in the game.
That was a really good fucking ending. That one hurt though.
Oh, that hurt real bad. Fucking, it hurt really fucking bad. But, I mean, like, fucking... Hold up a sec, because I want to see... Yeah, so we did get most of the stuff that was here.
There's additional scenes in just the actual routes itself too. Oh my gosh.
Yep. And so for, like, Adversary, we could have fought without a weapon, it looks like.
Not only that, but with some of the endings, you also, like, didn't take your knife for most of them, so I wonder if that also adds if you also just take it with you too.
Absolutely. It's going to have different... Because they're going to react differently, right? Because you got a knife. So... We're just a little shy of the 3 hour on this stream, but, you know, I said I was going to fucking complete my first run, and first run has been completed, so... And given that we ended with the stranger, and that was probably, I think, the best way I could end the game for this right now, do the beast would have rotted the chat. I can only imagine how that would have been. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna end on that note. We'll be live again either tomorrow or Monday. I don't fucking know. I'll figure it out. What we'll be doing next? Shrug? Rhymes with Grug?
You know what else rhymes with Grug?
We'll figure it out.
What rhymes with Grug?
7 days to die.
Do you want me to be honest?
What's that?
I feel like the 7 days to die stuff's gonna be coming to an end on the next session.
Damn it.
Well, because here's the thing. So for those who were there when we were doing it the first time, we ended off at just before Horde Week 1. Last night we went and we're now at like day 13. I have all the biome badges. I have my max level fucking sledgehammer. We're getting to a point where like the progression is going to stop and it's just going to be survive for the sake of surviving. And like min-maxing, and I think that that's probably one of the weakest points of 7 days. So...
Hemo.
What's up?
Can, as our sign-off, can I have the privilege of flashing something on screen?
What do you want to flash on screen?
Why does that feel evil?
It's nothing bad. I would never do that to you.
I know you wouldn't do anything bad.
But I DM'd you something.
Okay, let me go to the DMs real quick. What is this about to be?
Wait, hold on. Wait. Yeah, wait. You might want to check. I don't know if anyone said anything bad.
Can you check real quick?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Actually, Humo, do you have an actual list of games? And can we see it? I don't have an actual list of games. I used to, but I don't know where it went. Maybe at some point I'll put together a list and I'll just throw it up somewhere. Maybe in schedule, I'll just leave it as like a permanent thing. The list was extremely long. Yeah, no,
okay.
And it kept getting longer.
Yep.
It's perfectly
It's safe.
I will say, go to like 014.
014.
Yeah. Hey, what?
Okay, I'm just gonna flash it up on screen now for everybody to see. Here we go. Display capture.
Lava.
Why don't you like that, Jake?
Shut your stupid bitch ass up.
No, I'm a good piggy.
What is this?
What are you playing?
Oh my god! Lenny, you need to get your butt.
Lanny.
Fucking Gato, you need to get your butt on a lid.
So on that note, Lanny being a good little piggy, I guess. I'll see you guys in the next stream.
God damn it, Lanny.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.